What is up, you guys? It's Ricardo here, and today I'm going to show you the exact formula that you could use to turn $1,000 into $10,000. Before starting off, I just wanted to say that I'm excited for two things today. First, because it's the actual first video that I'm uploading to this channel. And secondly, because what I'm about to share with you is, in my opinion, the most important piece of information you need to understand if you ever want to accumulate any type of wealth. What I'm about to tell you will serve you as the foundation to achieve any of your financial goals, and eventually it will take you to the promised land of financial freedom. Now, before moving on, I do want to make something very clear. This is not by any means a get-rich-quick scheme, nor a pushy sales video where I try to get you to invest in the hottest pot stock of the moment or some weird new cryptocurrency promising that you're gonna be doubling your money in less than a week. I'm about to teach you exactly what I've been doing for the past 8 years, and something that my dad taught me when I was around 12 years old, which in the end, it turns out to be a really easy way to grow your money, but it's not by any means quick at all. See, when I was a young kid, my dad sat me down and showed me this exact same formula, where A is the final amount, P is the principal, R stands for interest rate, N is the number of compounding periods per year, and finally, T is the time period, also in years. I know you're probably like, Ricardo, what are you talking about? How does that equation have to do anything with growing my money? And trust me, I had the same exact reaction that you have right now back when I was 12 years old. It didn't make any sense to me. Back then, I had absolutely no clue of the impact which that simple formula, that might look a little bit complicated to you at the moment, could have on my financial future. Just imagine 12-year-old Ricky back then, like, cool dad, can I go now? Can I just go back and play Mario Kart with my friends? I don't know if Mario Kart was still a thing back then. I don't know, I wasn't a big gamer, but I really loved that game. Anyways, I got a bit derailed there. So going back to the formula, this formula right here is the formula for compound interest. If you never heard of compound interest before, there are basically two ways of earning interest. You got simple and compound interest. Simple interest just means earning a set percentage of your principal every single year, which will work something like this. Let's say you invest $1,000 at a 7% simple interest rate. That means that after the first year goes by, $70 is added to your account. After the second year, you get another $70 from interest. And the same happens with the third year, the fourth year, the fifth, the sixth, and so on. On the other hand, compound interest works a little bit different. It's as easy as understanding simple interest, but over time, compound interest can accomplish some extraordinary things. In fact, compound interest can be so powerful that Einstein, one of history's most recognized scientists, once called it the eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest essentially means earning interest on interest. So going back to our example, you would still be investing the same $1,000 and you'll get the same 7% return rate, but this time it's compounded on an annual basis. At first, it wouldn't make any difference at all. After the first year, you'll receive the same $70 in interest payment as you would with a simple interest calculation. However, after the first year, things start changing a bit. In the second year, your 7% interest is calculated on your entire new balance of $1,070, not just the original of $1,000, which in this case, it would produce an interest payment of $74.90 for the second year, which is then added onto the principal when calculating your interest for the third year, and so on. One of the beauties of compound interest is that while you have to sweat to earn that initial money that you're going to invest, from then on your money starts working on your behalf. Compound interest is one of the reasons why successful investors like Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger have been able to get hundreds of millions of dollars as returns on their investments. So how does compound interest apply to you and growing your money? You might be saying to yourself, okay, Ricardo, all this sounds great, but where can I get a 7% annual return on my money so I can grow it just like the example you showed me? Well, let's take a moment to look back at the historical returns of the S&P 500. The average annual return for this index since it was created in 1926 through last year, 2018, is approximately 10%. And after adjusting that number for inflation, the average annual return has been somewhere around 7%. So let's say you're 25 right now and you have $1,000 to invest. You put that money on an S&P 500 index fund and you don't touch it for the next 35 years until you turn 60. Based on the S&P 500 historical return of 7% annually after being adjusted for inflation, how much would you think that your $1,000 would grow? Let's get back to the formula for the sake of the example. So the formula that I showed you at the beginning looks like this, where A, if you remember, is the final amount, P is the principal, R stands for the interest rate, N is the number of compounding periods per year, and T is the time period in years. So let's simplify the formula a bit by taking out N, because we're going to be compounding annually. So that's going to leave us with something that looks like this. So if you were to invest $1,000 at the age of 25, while getting a return of 7% annually after being adjusted for inflation for the next 35 years, when you turn 60, you would have $10,676 in your bank account. And that's how you turn $1,000 into 10 grand, or in this case, a little bit more than 10 grand. Now, I know by now some of you already have your fingers on your keyboard and you're starting to type something like, the S&P 500 just hit an all-time high. Ricardo, you have to be crazy to be saying that there is any room for growth any longer. Or, we haven't had any market crash in the past 11 years, so one is certainly coming in the next few months. And to that, I gotta say you're absolutely right. The S&P 500 just surpassed the 3,000 point mark last week, making it to a record high. Now, it also made it to a record high on October 4th, 1950, when it hit 20 points. Or on September 30th, 1958, when it hit a record all-time high of 50 points. Or on March 23rd, 1987, when it hit 300 points. And if you want me to continue, it also hit an all-time high on February 2nd, 1998, when it hit the 1,000 point mark. And on August 26, 2014, it hit 2,000 points. And I can guarantee you, every single time the index hit an all-time high, people freaked out because a crash was coming, because there was no room for growth any longer. And don't get me wrong, another crash is coming in the future. A market crash could start as early as tomorrow, but nobody will be able to predict it because nobody can time the market accurately. The point that I'm trying to get across is that we have to take a look at the big picture. If you take a look at the chart of the S&P 500 over the past 5, 6, 7 decades, there were a lot of all-time highs as well as several crashes. But overall, if you look at the trend at a macro level, it keeps going up. And yes, some of you will say, well, Ricardo, you're telling me that it takes 35 years to turn my $1,000 into $10,000. That's not sexy at all. I want to quadruple my money today. As I said in the beginning of the video, this is not by any means a sexy way to get rich quick, but it's a way to amass wealth that has worked in the past and will continue to work in the future. So if you're willing to be patient enough, you will see your money grow year after year. I'm just here to sell you on the idea that you should start investing your money as early as you can, as consistent as you can, for as long as you can, with a big emphasis on point number 2, as early as you can. Because if there is something that I want you to take out from this video is that in the compound interest formula, the variable that will have the most effect on how much your money ends up growing at the end is how long you've been investing for. The longer your money can sit uninterrupted, the bigger your returns can be. So let's go back to our example. You already know that if you invested $1,000 at the age of 25 and got an average annual return of 7% after being adjusted for inflation, for 35 years at the age of 60, you would have over $10,000 in your bank account. But let's say that your friend Robert started a little bit later than you, when he was 40 years old. He got the same 7% annual return, $1,000 as his initial investment as well, but was only able to get a third of the money you ended up with at age 60. What's the reason behind it? Time. You simply had more time than Robert had for compound interest to work its magic over your money. If you're like Robert, I don't want you to get discouraged. If you're starting to invest a little bit later in life, you should still do it. It's still better than leaving your money sitting on a savings account. Remember that Robert still got to triple his money. If he had left that money on a savings account, the same $1,000 would only be worth around $640 of today's money in 20 years from now due to inflation. Inflation will crush your money. So remember, it doesn't matter how old you are today. You need to start investing your money as early as you can, as consistently as you can, and for as long as you can. If you want to play with your own numbers and different interest rates or periods of time just to see how your money could grow by taking advantage of compound interest, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for a free and really cool tool that I use just to get a sense of what compound interest could do for my money. It's very simple to use. You have different input fields and you just have to fill it out, and you can change the principal, or you can actually put, if you won't plan on making any annual contributions to that principal, and then you change interest rates and the time, and you just click a button that says calculate, and it will spit out the final numbers of how much you can expect your money to grow over time. So feel free to go to that link and play around with your numbers and get a little bit motivated, because compound interest can make wonders for your money. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to encourage you to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be posting content just like this one every single week. So I don't want you to miss out on that. Also, leave a comment down below if you have any questions regarding compound interest or how it works, or any other questions related to personal finance. I'm going to be reading them, and I'll be more than happy to answer them in the comments or in other videos. Again, thank you very much for watching, guys. This was very exciting for me to make, and I can't wait to meet you on the next video. So until then.